the Targaryens are coming, the Targaryens are coming. And this one looks a little bit sad. In this video, I want to talk about how Dark Sister has been spotted, how a potential event from the books that we've all looked so forward to has been confirmed to be appearing on screen, and also a little bit of theories that I figured out from having days of looking over these images. Before I jump into any of that, please do me a massive favor and slap a like on this video. Make sure you subscribe and turn those notifications on. The like goal for this video is going to be 42069. Get it? Long nights! Alright, now just jumping right into it. For those who are unaware, Dark Sister is a famous longsword made of Valyrian steel. And it's one of two ancestral swords made of Valyrian steel for House Targaryen. The other one is obviously Blackfire. Now, for a little bit of back history, Dark Sister has been in the possession of House Targaryen since before they even hopped their happy little blonde-headed... Oh shit, I gotta sneeze. Goddamn. Oh. Before they even came over to Westeros, House Targaryen has been in possession of Dark Sister. Now, a lot of people think that it may have actually been forged for a woman because it's got a slender blade and it seems as though it's designed for someone with smaller hands. Now, just as a bit of back history for how Prince Daemon ended up coming into possession of it, he was given Dark Sister by King Jaehaerys I for his prowess. Sir Criston Cole defeated Prince Daemon at the tourney for King Viserys I's ascension, knocking Dark Sisters from the prince's hand with the Morning Star. Damon wielded Dark Sister during the War for Stepstones and used it to behead Craghas Drahar in 108 AC. In 115 AC, he defeated the Braavosi betrothed of Laena Velaryon with the blade in a duel. So those are the most important things to know, is that around this time, we know that Damon is conquering the Stepstones. We've seen images of it. The fact that he uses it to defeat a Braavosi betrothed to Laena, who he eventually marries, means that that's probably what's going on here. When you take a step back and look, all these dates, 111 AC, 108 AC, 115 AC, it happens so close together. We've all read the books. Most of the people watching these videos know this story in and out. It has to be mixed and matched. We're going to get certain events from the books that will happen in the same year, around the same time, but it's not going to be the exact same. It's really impossible to do that when you adapt something. When you're writing a book, you have a million pages to tell a million different things. When you're writing a story, you have to streamline it. So some of the events get mixed and matched, and some of the things happen before other things. But basically, in these images, you can see that Damon is exhausted, right? So one of three things is happening in here. In my opinion, we're most likely seeing either one, it could be that he fell off CARAXES, right? So maybe he's flying to Dragonstone, he's sort of exhausted from his conquering of the Stepstones, and right as, CARAXES gets him to a shore, he just falls off his saddle and just sort of, swims on or crawls onto the shore. I don't necessarily think that's the case. I think he could be mourning someone here, possibly Laena, or maybe even his brother Viserys. Maybe this is right when he gets the news of Viserys and he immediately flies to Dragonstone, and his sort of depression and exhaustion is what causes him to fall off and collapse on the beach. The fact that he slams his sword down, Dark Sister, it to me, I think that means that it's like frustration. Maybe this could even be like he's upset at his defeat at the tourney. We've got pictures of these tents that are popping up. The rumors is that supposedly they're going to be filming a jousting scene later on today. I'm sitting by my computer. I just keep refreshing, waiting for that to happen. But that's what I think. So he could have fell off CARAXES. He could be mourning the death of Laena or Viserys. And they could also be just upset in general that he got defeated and embarrassed. Although I think that third reason is the least likely. And then if you'll notice, as I just showed that Targaryen banner, the heraldry is a little bit different. It's more book accurate. They added 2 more legs. So this is sort of a Targaryen sigil 2.0. All right, and the last thing I kind of want to mention, I've been trying to figure out who this is. Reflective Rambling, one of my Patreons over on patreon.com/yourhuntreviews. That's linked down below in the description if you want to go check it out and kick me a few dollars. But basically, we've been trying to figure out who this is. We think it could be a combination of a dragon shepherd, a dragon priest, someone who maybe follows her lord and they come over to sort of try to convert the Targaryens. I thought that it could be someone who's directly affected by the dragons. So basically, they've had their entire possessions burned down, whether that be their flock of sheep or just their family was destroyed. Main reason being is because they look dirty, dingy. They look like they're covered in like soot and smoke from some sort of fire that recently happened. And I guess to add to that theory, I think that this could actually be the person who convinces the people in King's Landing to go and destroy the dragon pit. The main reason being is because it said that person doesn't necessarily have an origin. They were just clearly afflicted by the dragon somehow, and they preached day in and day out when Rhaenyra took King's Landing. This person preached day in and day out to convince the citizens to go and storm the dragon pit and kill the remaining dragons in King's Landing. I think there were still 6 dragons in King's Landing at that time. So maybe this person could be brought in early. We get to know them a little bit. Maybe they have a few scenes in the first season, a few scenes in the second season, and then in the third season, when Rhaenyra takes King's Landing and the dragons, some of them are destroyed. At least I think, maybe going by this timeline, we have reference to them early on, and maybe we've gotten some back history to them. This could be one of those characters they expand upon from the source material. In my opinion, it would make it much more impactful if we get to know this person and, sort of watch them destroy multiple dragons or start convincing and campaigning actively against the Targaryens. Maybe they carry that dragonglass dagger as a reminder of the pain that they went through. Maybe that dragonglass dagger could actually potentially harm a dragon, and this person has seen that or knows that happens, and they sort of carry that around as a reminder. I don't know. I feel like I'm jumping at this point, but I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you could please slap a like on this video. The like goal is going to be 42069. Also, make sure you're subscribed and turn those notifications on. My name's Mark, and this has been Sir Hunt's Long Night Review. Jesus, the little flame at the end, how slender the blade is. I can't tell if the ruby is in the actual handle because it's kind of from far away. But good job, Ryan Condal. You excellent devil motherfucker, you. And also the armor that he had on his podcast, the Props podcast that he interviewed, about how obsessed Ryan is with these weapons and accuracy of the clothing. Good job.